Hmm.
Soul Calibur 6.
Getting everything ready. Hope everybody did that. Hope everyone is. Wow. Hope everyone is having a good day. Sorry about that.
The wait is over. Let's begin. The battle 1. Fight. Battle. The wait. Battle 1.
be starting in about 9-10 minutes. Just got everything ready, so just giving people time to file in. Gonna go ahead and top off my drink. Dun dun dun. So we are doing something we haven't done in a while. We are playing SOULCALIBUR 6. Starting a little early today because I have to do some stuff this evening and I still want to get at least 3 or 4 hours in. Hope everyone is having a beautiful Wednesday. Feel like it's going to be a good day. Never know though. What am I gonna do with my headset? There they are. Whoa. Dehydrated. Let's see here. Put 2 here. Well, that's silly. Why am I doing that? That's super silly. I'm not playing that other game right now. Should be doable, I think. We'll see. Worst that happens, it's oh, that's her. So, of course, anybody out there that wasn't here yesterday, don't forget to mark your calendars. April 30th, starting at noon Central Standard Time, we will be doing a 24-hour stream. I have a couple of giveaways for subs and a couple of giveaways for everybody. We're celebrating 100 follows and, you know, just me going full-time streaming. So, woo! Hopefully by then, I'll have stuff on this wall here, so it won't be so empty. Fingers crossed. Let's look over here. The samurai's way. Ow. Across the seas to the east is an island country named Japan. Mitsurugi is what they call a samurai from those parts. I left my homeland to search for a legendary sword called the Soul Edge. I am a warrior sworn to the sword. I wanted Soul Edge to help prove that a blade can be stronger than any Genshinima. I'm bad at pronouncing just about any name. However, I never found it. Ah, a dog chasing his tail has more luck than I. Feel like the music might be just a little too loud. Go about there. Hopefully that's about a better balance there. Hopefully. We shall see. We'll ask about a Gashima. No. That's our name for rifles in Japan. Even the lowliest of soldiers can become a force to reckon with if they can have one of them. But the weapon isn't what makes a warrior a warrior. When I return home, I intend to prove this. I mean, it's not wrong, though. It isn't what makes a warrior a warrior. I shall abandon my search and consider my journey valuable training. Many strong warriors exist throughout the world. If I had stayed in Japan, I would never have known this. But I don't know if ships have been sailing from Yangon. The old man says something peculiar is going on over there, but he's not especially trustworthy, so why do you wish to head there? I told him the commotion is probably caused by the appearance of an astral fissure, and that I sought the power of the fissures. Astral fissures. Never heard of them. Still, the direction we head is the same, so I shall join you. You have nothing to fear with me near. Gave a hearty laugh. The road ahead was long, and we were going to have to camp on the way. His company was welcome. Aww. Besties. Artwork's pretty in this game. Hey, wake up! You were screaming in your sleep. It was noisy, so I kicked you until you woke up. Everything okay? I explained to him that if I don't absorb power from astral fissures, I would die. Die, I say? Honestly, your whole tale is hard to swallow, but I tell you something. It's got you jumpy, at least. Very well, tomorrow we hasten our pace. It has been longer than I realized since I had last absorbed the power of an astral fissure. Yeah, it's been a while since we've played this game. I'm actually not even sure if I had this set up yet. Anywho, on we go. I need to get to one quickly. With the growing sense of urgency, I continued my journey. Seeing's hard when you're wearing your old glasses. Bam. We stopped off at a village along our way, hoping to find some information on Yang Yang and gather supplies. Tavern keeper. Welcome, welcome! You do not look well at all, Lord Boko. Eat heartily. Get some fire in your belly. In your belly. Who knows what awaits us on the road ahead? A true warrior must be fully prepared to fight at all times. So in other words, I won't complain if you want to order a feast. We intend to go to Yang, but we heard things are rough there. All blah 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 blah. Do you know anything? At the mention of Yang Yang, the shopkeeper's smile slipped. I hear that things are quite bad. A number of people were attacked, and when they caught the culprit, it turned out to be one of the town people had gone mad. Soon, more and more people began acting strangely. The killings resumed, and the bodies began to pile up. That was when the panic started. You wouldn't think it now, but it used to be the most prosperous town in the area. Some of its residents have even fled here to our tiny hamlet. It was worse than I expected. Was the astral fissure responsible? Psst. The astral fissure is responsible. That seems to be the continuing thread in this story. My fear for Moran's safety grew steadily stronger. I tried to reassure myself that he was capable of looking after himself. I hear the area around Yang Yang is teeming with mad townfolk who butcher anyone they can find. I say this for your own safety. Turn back. Turn back at once. Your concern is appreciated, but my friend here has no intention of turning tail. Isn't that right? I nodded to the grinning Itsubisi, but unease swelled in my stomach. The sharp pains in my head showed no sign of letting up either. I hate a bad headache. Bad days. Men in Black. He has come, just as I expected. Tanman. Because of the astral fissure, I assume. How should we respond? It is too soon to act. Stay your hand. Woman with intense gaze. He may be Aswell's creature, and you say we should merely stand by? You disapprove of my decision? Tracking Aswell is our priority. Besides, he seemed to be heading towards Yangang. We can assess the threat there. Understood. Very well. She angry. Okay. Are you okay? You look terrible. Well, Yangang isn't much further. We can rest when we get there. What's that? Townsperson. Help! A man was running towards us from the direction of town. He seemed terrified. He's gonna kill me! Help! I don't want to die! A dark figure appeared behind the man, moving with preternatural speed. In the blink of an eye, the figure mercilessly struck down the defenseless man. Oh. Yeah! Then the dark figure noticed us. Waves of fury and bloodlust sent a sickening chill down my spine. Without hesitation, I readied my weapon. Haran. And that's when I realized it was Haran. Something was very wrong. His eyes glowed like embers. His face was twisted into a menacing snarl. Blood covered his tattered clothes, barely concealing bulging muscles which looked more like those of a monster than a well-trained fighter. There was no trace of Haran's calm demeanor and ready smile, but it was, without a doubt, him. Grr, you! His voice was bister growl. A mad grin broke across his face as he licked the blood from his weapon. He stared at me for the long moment and then turned and ran towards Yangang. So that's one of those mad townfolk, huh? Vicious. The man Haran murdered lay still before me. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. What's wrong? Still in shock, I explained everything to Miss Juragura. I see. As a friend, you wish to help him, right? That may not be possible. I have fought many warriors in my time, so I can tell. He gloried in that kill. If he's that far gone, I doubt we'll be able to reason with him. He might be beyond our help. What had happened to Rang? I thought back to what Zazarel had told me many malfested lose all sense of reason, become violent, and attack people. Astral fissures exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it or turn them until malfested. It was likely that Harang had transformed into a malfested by the astral fissure in Yangang. Lost for words, man. It's my friend, bro. While I stood there, lost in thought, a young man appeared and approached us. Excuse me, do you know my brother by any chance? He must have been talking about Rang. Looking closer, I saw that the young man had the look of a martial artist to him. My name is Hayu, the murderer Harang. He is my brother. Aw, poor fella. Arun knelt down next to the corpse of the man from town. He's becoming something terrible. After a silent prayer, Ayu slowly stood up. Yangung is fraught with danger. Come with me. I tried, but I could not stop Harang. So, I have a favor I need to ask of you. Judging by his stride, Ayu was injured. Nonetheless, he appeared filled with determination. Please forgive me for interrupting your journey. I asked him what happened to Harang. After my brother returned from his journey, how can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently, he'd seen something similar on his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began acting stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grew needlessly violent. Then one day, he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, well, you saw it for yourself, he became a monster. Soon, many others became like Harang, and they began slaughtering each other. However, none could match my brother's martial prowess. I never thought I'd see his training used for such evil. For a short while, we all fell silent. Then Hayu looked at me, his eyes filled with determination. I practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind, and strong. He would help anybody who needed it, without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him. End his suffering. Ayu's injury was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remained strong. I searched hard for another way, be it through medicine, magic, anything, but every road led to failure and nothing I could do helped. None in Yangang who suffered the same fate as my brother could be brought back either. Hayu's expression was filled with pain. but his grim acceptance. Hey, Ebovi. How's it going? Today it's going well. How are you doing? But his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize the strength of his resolve. There may still be a way in Lingshan Yu, where my brother and I studied. People spoke of a legendary old man who may know how to resist this evil. But the stories about him were always vague, and besides, it could take many a day simply to reach the temple. Ah, lunchtime. Refueling. Well, hopefully your class goes well. Ask if sure he wants to. Do I have to? I don't want to read all this. None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yang Yang will become a ghost town, and my brother's sins are already too many. If he were in my position, he'd do the same thing. Voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother to show up during these dark times. For eyes so young, they seemed filled with exceptional resolve. I knew I, too, would have to prepare myself for what lay ahead. Okay, I'm ready for some fighting already. Hey, that's like fine. Okay. Oh, I asked for it and here it comes. Eating anything great for lunch? I had some nachos for lunch. Ayu led us into the forest where he said we should find Harang. Here, this is where my brother and I used to train. The forest was eerily quiet, however, I could feel unfriendly eyes following our every move. There you came. Harang stepped out from the shadows. Draw your weapon. I thirst for blood. Harang breathed erratically, like a possessed beast, with his eyes filled with an insatiable bloodlust. He was ready to attack at any moment. Harang, stop all of this already, please. Aru, give it up. You cannot stop me. I was both shocked and sad to see what Harang had become. I asked him how a warrior like him could lose control like this, and he froze. I may have looked like a decent human being, but I always knew that I was not so. A dark shadow dwelled in my heart. I mean, don't we all have dark shadows in our heart? Come on now. We're all a little evil. They say it's not just me. Not just me. I wanted to become like this. To crave the sight of blood. To know the ecstasy of tearing into flesh. These were the ravings of a madman. Gosh. I trained my body and mind to keep the darkness within from escaping. But the stronger I became, the stronger of conflict that grew within me. Why did I seek strength? Why? Why? I knew why. Harang readied his weapon, then let out a terrifying howl. Do you think yourself a true warrior? Then prove it. Show me the darkness that lurks inside you. been a hot minute since we've played this, so let's see if I can remember the controls. This should be fun. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
We win! I mean, we are the protagonists, so it's kind of usually skewed in our favor. Harang lay on the floor defeated. My head throbbed, and the world spun. I wasn't sure if it was because of the adrenaline or the influence of the astral chaos. I had to decide what to do about Harang. Okay. Anybody in chat wants to help make this decision? I'll give you a minute. Gives me a chance to have a sip of. I have a feeling if we show mercy, we're probably going to have to travel with his stupid self and, you know, try to help cure him or whatever. And if we just end him, you know, it'll be over. Over like a canned corn or man. Yeah. Really bad with sayings. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by its toe. Yeah, let's see what it does. Ag! With a sharp rap to the head, I knocked Harang out. Harang! Despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. Lord Boko. As long as there was hope, I had to try to save him. Carrying the unconscious Harang, we made our way to Hanyu's retreat.
Your soul surges in your body.
Nice. The road to Linshang Su is long. We should prepare well. This fool could go wild again at any moment. Perhaps we should tie him up. Hayu helped me prepare for the journey ahead. Even Misashuro did his part. I left the retreat to find horses. My head was throbbing with pain. I thought about Yangyong heading to Ling Sang-su meant giving up on the astral fisher. Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. What do you intend to do with the outsider? A man dressed in black was standing Within striking distance, I hadn't even noticed him approach. Yeah, we're just gonna tell him the truth. Perhaps you don't have anything to do with... Never mind. You must have taken leave of your senses to attempt to help an outsider. That thing is no longer human, and its mind is not its own. How do you plan on traveling in company with a rabid beast? Let us make a deal. I have medicine that will temporarily suppress the evil growlings at the heart of this outsider. It is yours if you agree to meet me at a place of my choosing after you finish your task. So very good. However, I must warn you that if you renege, the price you pay will be great indeed. We will be watching you. When you have done what you must do, head west to Ragnarok. You'll find a ruined castle. What you seek lies there. Oh, and come alone. Do you not understand that you are but one of many who seek it? Make haste. With those final words, the man simply vanished. They're always vanishing. Okay. We can hire mercenaries. Cool. Okay. Alright, let's see what this is. Cool, some fighting. Things were slowly returning to normal in Yingsang. As I walked through the town, I saw a man, possibly a merchant, who has being assailed by a group of masked ruffians. Desperate, he sought my help. Coughing, what fun. Back in Yangsang, it seemed as though life was beginning to return to normal. The people were finally starting to recover from the tragedy. Who are you, huh? What are you doing? I heard voices coming from an alleyway up ahead. It sounded like trouble. A man dressed like a merchant came running out moments later. His slight form and hesitant gait made it clear he was not the source of any violence. Oh, thank goodness, a warrior. Please save me. Please save me. The merchant moved to cower behind me. Just as masked men stepped out the alley, I found a weapon pointed at me. Hand him over, or you'll regret it. I mean, I doubt it. Let's fight!
Battle 1. Fight!
You win! Ah, I owe great debts. Please, let me make it up to you somehow. The manager's MSS is in hand and led me to a tea house by the watering way. My family business is in connecting mercenaries with clients. We also help find people bodyguards and the like. To cut to the chase, we're not exactly legitimate, so we operate a front to keep our more lucrative business out of sight. And just so you know, we are called the Five Rings. We run this city, or at least we used to. Sighed and sipped his tea. In our line of work, violence is only natural, right? Well, our syndicate is accustomed to dealing with it, and pretty good at dishing it out too. But recently, my father, Hong Wang, disappeared. Hong Wang, a name I was familiar with. As you can probably guess by looking at me, I'm not one for fighting, so I don't command the respect that my father did. Since he went missing, my men have been deserting in droves. Seemed like Singing was never stopped complaining, so I tried asking about the masked men. Oh, he's one of the Silver Tigers. That's Ling Ai's gang. They run a town a few days' journey from here, and they have a real grudge against my father. They'll take any chance they can to cause trouble. Troublemakers, ruffians. I know they're still got plenty of tricks in store for us, but I'm glad you were there to foil them today. Thanks again. Smiled at me. He certainly didn't act like the heir of a powerful crime family. I couldn't help but feel worried about him. I felt a connection between us, at least because of Yang Wang, and decided to check up on him again if opportunity presented itself. Dun dun dun. Yeah, let's see here. See what that'll do. Yeah.
A warrior stands in your way.
Cool. This should be fun. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. This might have been a bad idea. That's okay. We like bad ideas. Boom, 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 boom.
Fight! Bring up!
Okay. Oh. Village of the Wind Deity, the priestess of the winds. I visited an island whose inhabitants were said to possess unnatural powers. Unusual. A gentle breeze caressed my face as I climbed a hill. At its peak stood Plata, her beautiful silver hair a sight to behold. Okay. I heard of an island home to an ancient tribe blessed with special powers. A light breeze accompanied me on my way to their village. As I climbed a hill, I cast my eyes to the top. A young girl was standing there, her face upturned to catch the sun. I called out to her, and she replied, his voice clear as a blue sky. My name is Plata. I am a priestess of the winds in the village of the wind deity. I know you have come from afar, but I'm afraid our village is not accepting guests at present. When I asked why, she dropped her gaze. The last priestess of winds has collapsed. Her life hangs by a thread. Thus, any that may stir the winds of our village must be turned away. Silence lingered in the air. To break it, I asked who the last priestess of the winds was. Our people worship the winds and have given birth to a line of priestesses blessed with special powers. I am barely fit to call myself one of them. She explained that the mystical abilities of her people faded with each generation, leaving most priestesses of the winds with only a fraction of their ancestors' power. One girl, however, has been blessed with unprecedented power. She may be the last true priestess of the winds, and so we named her the last. Oh! Jesus! That scared the crap out of me. Oh. Gosh. Hope that was loud for everybody else. Oh. 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 Love you too. I really was not expecting that. Well, now I know how you all feel. Oh. But one day, the winds from the west brought us terrible rodents, and a great affliction befell the last priestess. Now she lies unconscious, wandering the ways of the brink of death. May I ask, traveler, did you come from the west? If you know what happened, I beg you tell me. She could only be talking about the one thing, the evil seed. I explained everything I knew about it. So it was this evil seed. Even the elders said they had never sensed anything like it before. Bata looked up to the sky, her eyes troubled. After a few moments of thought, she once again dropped her gaze to look at me. Traveler, my duty here is to quell the dark spirits. This power grows daily since that notorious day, because I don't know. I must remain, but it is far too dangerous for you to stay here any longer. It was then that I realized the wind had ceased, and twisted beings, withered in stagnant air, were closing in on us. I readied my weapon to defend Plata. Weapons. The protagonist must win.
Fight!
Don't get it perfect that often.
Fight!
Yep. See? Hey now. Dun dun dun.
Fight.
That's a big hammer. He didn't really get to use his big hammer. Thank you. You are surprisingly strong. And that power. The breeze rages around you. Are you somehow connected to the evil seed? It seems that she learned much about me during the fight. Perhaps her abilities as a priestess weren't as modest as she thought. Right, let that go. Yet, the power that flows through you is still pure, unstained by good or ill, possibly swirls around you. Yet I sense that you are not evil. No, not yet. She says yet. Maybe we want to be evil. As I said, we are unable to welcome guests at present, but you should come to this island again. Please visit us. Ata bowed deeply, then descended the hill towards her village. We like a good bow. Well, that wasn't very much XP. I don't really feel like stacking with. Let's catch a thief. Yeah. Oh. I was hoping we'd get attacked. It's kind of fun when we get attacked. We're gonna capture the clove thieves. They were famous for their fragrant cloves, which are sometimes used to ward off demons. A clove merchant from one of the island's ports had requested for me. I took on a request from a merchant at the docks to drive away any thieves who aimed to steal the shipment of cloves. At dawn, I was waiting on the dock of a ship loaded with cargo when I noticed a group of shifty people on the pier. As I stepped onto the dock, the thieves suddenly attacked. Fight! At least I hope we're about to fight. We win. We like being winners. Chicken dinners. I question the thieves about their employer. It seems to be a person working for the merchant who hired me. The merchant was delighted and gave me a great deal of expensive spices. Num num num. Ooh, we got 3 high quality clove. I don't want to fight her. On my way back to the village of the wind deity, Plata was again standing atop the hill where I first met her. Her eyes closed, she noticed me and walked over with a smile. I asked her what she had been doing. The same as before, listening to the winds whisper, seeking news of imbalance and great events. It is part of my training and the way to hone my powers as a priestess of the winds. The last time we met, she detected the presence of malevolent spirits. These priestesses must have supernatural abilities. I would love to take you to my village, but I have to have something to ask of you first. Apparently, the village was holding a wind divination ritual in 2 days. Plata was to perform a sword dance to honor their gods, but she was feeling nervous. It is less of a dance and more of a practical demonstration of my skills. Our village style is not just for show, after all. However, I can only learn so much practicing by myself, so I was wondering if you would help me. Plata looked a little flustered and nervous, but if it was just practice, I saw no harm in helping her. You really are a good person. Now let us begin. Winds, hear me. I dedicate this dance to you. I think we're about to have our asses handed to us. Could be wrong, though. We'll see.
Battle 1. Fight. Bring out.
I don't even know how I did that.
Fight. Bring out. Final battle. Fight. Bring out.
And I feel like we both went out.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Yeah, let's rematch. Let's not fall out this time.
Battle 1. Fight. Battle 2. Fight.
Oh, no, no. Yeah, balls.
Final battle. Fight.
Nah, yup.
The soul of a warrior
Yeah.
now lays here to rest.
Rematch.
Battle 1. Fight!
I don't know how we aren't ring out too, but
Fight! Ring out! Final battle.
Mission time nearing expiration.
I don't know how that one works.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Yeah. Oh, now.
Battle 1. Fight! Ring out! Battle 2. Fight! Ring out!
I mean, I feel like we were ring out too, but we'll take a win. When our practice was over, Plata led me to her village. Finally, I'm starting to feel confident about the ceremony. Thank you so much. The winds must have guided you to me. Did I tell you about my cousin? Tell him. She's just begun practicing the sword dance. I want to be a good role model for her. Aww. Thinking of her cousin, a slight smile curved Plata's lips. The ritual is the day after tomorrow. Do come and watch. I'll tell the elders you'll be there. 2 days later, despite being a rather simplistic affair, the event showed how devoted the villagers were to their faith. Plata walked alone into the center of a ring, and the dance began. Her movements were beautiful, graceful, and her swords sung through the air, whipping up a breeze around her. As her dance ended, she sent a gust of fresh wind my direction, which swirled around me before fading into the distance. Aww. The ritual ended shortly after. I searched for Plata to say my farewells, but she was nowhere to be seen. I eventually found her on the hilltop where we'd first met. Forgive me. Plata's cheeks were wet with tears. I'm a princess of the winds and have much to do before the last princess of the winds regains her strength, but I'm not strong enough. At the end of my sword dance, I sent the wind to you. It should have cleansed you of all the darkness you bear, but I failed. Tears rolled down her cheeks, and she hastily wiped them away. I wanted to lessen your burden. Aww. I stayed by her side until she regained her composure. The sun began to set, slowly turning the hill, a glorious mirage of red and orange. Thank you for coming to watch the ritual, Lord Boko. If you visit again, I'll introduce you to Talim. Words, they're hard.
Your soul surges in your body.
Yay! Okay. Nah. And expedition. Yeah. Okay. Gotta pause here. Okay. Why, I guess. Yeah. Not that. And I'm gonna go to the wrong one. That one. Alright, I gotta stretch and refill my drink. And we will continue on this journey. For any new viewers, I will okay, let me refill my drink real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Skull says hello. Rah. We're battling. We're battling. Okay. Let's see here. Hey, wasn't even gone long enough for my remote to turn off. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Oh, headphones. That way if people want to scare me again, woo, they can. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Okay. No, no. And now I'm hitting the mic with my foot. Might need to zoom a little more. Zoomed enough. Yeah. Okay. And you right there. Hopefully everybody can still hear me okay. Looks like I'm going right into the yellow, so right before I peak, so. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Okay. Departure. Let's go. Oh, you know, for this game, that's actually the perfect spot. That rarely happens. Rarely happens. Preparations complete. All that was left to do was depart. Harangue was silent. The medicine had put him into some sort of deep, deep slumber. Hey, Lord Boko. Did Hayu tell you the news? Chaos had abated. I'll be staying in Jinjiang. A ship should leave for Japan eventually. It seemed this is where Michikuru and I would part ways. We don't keep our friends long. I want to go with you, but with this injury. Please help my brother. Saw us off as we left for Lin Sing Su. So long, Lord Boko, until we meet again. Safe journey. Take care. Interrogation. I headed towards Lin Sing Su with the comatose harangue in tow, but ran into a group of soldiers on the road. Given my situation, the last thing I needed was any trouble, but that's what I got. Oh, we love trouble. Trouble's our best mistress, our favorite mistress. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here real quick, do that, and that, and then that. Hey, stop there! You came from Yanglong, right? Everyone must submit to a thorough investigation. What's that you have there? Show me at once! Before I had a chance to protest, the soldier ripped open the cloth, revealing harangue. What the? Master Harangue? What did you do to him? You'll pay for this. Seize him. Yeah, time to beat up some guards, and since they're going to attack instead of ask questions.
Battle 1. Fight!
Bam, 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 bam. Da, 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 da. You win! Damn you! You're too strong! In an attempt to calm the soldier, I told him I was a Fed of Huang, and I explained what happened to Harang and what I was hoping to do. So, he's not dead? It's all so hard to believe, but you're right. He has a pulse. Master Harang taught me martial arts. Hayu's a friend too. The soldier went quiet for a while, then nodded slightly to put away his sword. Okay, I believe you. You can go. Master Harang's fate is in your hands. And I'll wait for the bitrate to come back up. Sorry about that. The mysterious old man. According to Hayu, Ling Sing Su was nearby. However, neither it nor any monks were to be seen. Without warning, the pain in my head grew almost unbearable. Serious old man, are you okay? It was an old, white-haired man. This is not good. Stay still. Vachi Shova. Does that feel a little better? How the old man was able to ease my pain, I don't know, but I thanked him profusely. Thank you, thank you. Me, on the other hand, I had to take stupid naproxen. On second glance, this was no ordinary old man. He had piercing blue eyes and appeared in peak physical condition. From his bearing, he was a powerful warrior. Powerful warrior. Powerful. I recalled what Hayu had said about a legendary martial artist master who taught at Ling Sing Su. Apparently, the master only left his meditations to pass on his knowledge. The man standing before me fit Hayu's description. He had to be the one I sought. Hastily, I told him everything that Hayu had told me, how Harang had become malfeased, and about the medicine I received from the man in black. Man in black. I see. As he listened to my story, his expressions grew serious. Follow me. Bad posture there. Bad. The burden of fate. Level 18. We might be in over our head. My journey led me to a temple constructed in a cave deep in the mountains where an elderly man had a request for me. Oh, this whole not being able to see, it sucks. Yep, wrong button. The man led me to a beautiful temple deep in the mountains, surrounded by clear, bubbling streams. Not a person was in sight. We entered a comfortable, if sparse, stone room, and the man took his ease. Is there anything you would like to ask me? It appears the evil has not consumed him completely yet. I may be able to help you restore him, however. It is he who must cast off the darkness that has afflicted him. Only if his heart is strong enough can he be saved. It's all in the heart, baby. It's all in the heart. It appears to be an ancient medicine from Western Europe. It could only have been made with knowledge long thought lost. Likely, only those who have inherited a long history and great purpose still possess the skill and knowledge to craft it. You are special. A great power sleeps within you. You have been swept up in a grand destiny, and where it will take you is uncertain. There is a young man here who has a similar fate. I would like you to spar with him. Confused though I was, I saw no reason to refuse his request. He had agreed to help save Harangue, so I happily accepted. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Wednesday. Enjoying their hump day. As we're halfway through the week. Well, a traditional work week. For some of us, it's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Any hoozles. Kelk, your next opponent awaits. Who's this? Fight, and perhaps the answer will become clear. As you wish, Master. Apparently he slurs his speech. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Battle 1. Fight!
Thank you for indulging me with this battle.
I'm not even sure how we fell out too, but yo.
I feel my spirit surging.
Fight!
This too is training. This is what a true fight is all about.
So, did you learn something? Yes. I saw equilibrium barely maintained between self and darkness. I see. Then the time has almost come. Master? Do not concern yourself. Well, off with you. You have yet to finish your daily training. Yes, Master. Alec bowed and left. The sun had set, but it appeared he still had training to do. Poor guy, being worked to death. We're raking in the money. The money. Problems to be faced. Returning to the temple, I asked the old man if I had been of help. When the time comes, all will be clear. Oh, that's so pretentious. No. Harang showed no sign of waking. I had no choice but to leave him with the old man, though I wasn't sure if he could help. He seems to have been a devoted martial artist. His body is strong, so I expect he will wake up in good time. I remembered that Harang said he had trained in order to gain control of himself. Those faced with evil must face themselves. Harang knew he had darkness in his heart. Could he live with his sins? The only one with the answer was Harang. It would no doubt be a difficult question to face. You too will have to answer sooner or later. Startled, I looked at the old man. He stared at me intensely, his eyes filled with wisdom and sadness. It was as though there was nothing he didn't know. Before I knew it, I was telling him about everything that had happened to me. He listened calmly and patiently. I see, so you're another who wishes to seize their own destiny. My head began to throb, reminding me that I needed to find an astral fissure. I explained that I had to go to Parantana and thank the old man for his help with Harang. He nodded. Look approached me as I was preparing to leave. Hello, Lord Boko. Master told me to help you prepare for the treacherous mountain roads ahead. We hadn't known each other long, but I felt a connection to Alec. Anyway, I have a feeling our paths will cross again. When we do, I hope we have a rematch. Alec saw me off, and I began my journey to Karana. Ooh, we got some more high tea. High quality tea. Bleh, words hard. The cart I happened across was stacked high with weapons. The gigantic man at its helm, however, appeared loath to share and demanded something from me. Sorry about that. On the way to Akranarani, I came across a wagon packed full of weapons. Likely an arms merchant, I mused over where the cart was heading, when suddenly the cart shuddered to a stop. The cart shook as a huge man stepped down. He was as big as a boulder. Boulders are big. You hold strong weapon. I am Roslyn. Strong weapon is for strong person only. You look weak. Boss should have weapon. Roslyn came at me, swinging his giant axe. It was clear there was no reasoning with him, so I hurriedly drew my weapon. Well, saw another dip. I apologize again for the bitrate dip there. Looks like it was a couple of minutes ago, so it might have just been the one I saw earlier.
One, fight! Battle 2, fight!
Whoopsie! He went boom boom. Bum 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 bum. Hopefully everybody out there is having a good day. The fight ended when Haslang's gigantic body struck the cart, causing an avalanche of weapons to fall on top of him and pin him to the ground. Cannot move. Some of the weapons look like they would come in handy on my journey. I really don't want to steal. So. You are strong, but boss is stronger. Strength is all that matters. Who cares what weak little you want? You keep your weapon for now, but I know you're small. Next time, I will take weapon. Well, should have stole.
Your soul surges in your body.
Bow. Leveling up. Leveling on up. Sorry about that. Message. Kay was near. I would likely arrive before sundown. Two people appeared, seemingly out of thin air. They were dressed all in black, like the man in Yang Yang. Hey there. Easy now. We have a message for you. Sir Graw is waiting for you in K. Graw? Was that the man in black's name? Dion, I am still not sure it was wise to trust him. Fret not. Natalie, remember that as well is no doubt nearby, which means we are needed back at the base. Exactly, it would be difficult to use for us to assist Sir Graw in this. The best thing we can do right now is stand aside. Humph. She's cranky. You there. Head to the Astral Fissure. Our message is delivered, so we take our leave of you. With that, they both simply vanished. Something was happening. That was for sure, and it sounded like time was of the essence. Thinking back, the Astral Fissure and Sang had disappeared quite suddenly. As well, we meet again. The messengers were telling the truth. When I arrived at the Astral Fissure in K, The man in black, Graw, was waiting for me. But he was not alone. The astral fissure floated in the air above the weathered ruin. It cast an ominous light, distorted ever so slightly by the scorching heat of the desert. As I thrust both my arms into the astral fissure, a storm of power surged through me. Go towards the light. Go towards the light. Well, now this is a sight to behold. The man in black, Raw, appeared seemingly out of nowhere. Answer me. Why do you seek the power of the astral fissure? Now, we're just going to tell him. I'm not much for lying. I quickly described what had happened to me and told him that I would die without the power of the astral fissure. Much of your story rings false, but some of what you say does match our information. I shall give you the benefit of the doubt. Next time we meet, I will have answers for you. But I have more pressing matters to attend to now. As well, he will no doubt appear soon. If what you say is true, he is your enemy too. Graw fell silent. Who was this Aswell? The qualifiers had mentioned the name too. I waited with Graw, a feeling of unease crippling my chest. Unusual man, blessed be, the astral fissure actually disappeared. Aswell. Why, if it isn't my darling Graw? How on earth have you been? I came to retrieve the spirit sword fragment from your filthy hands and make you pay for your crimes with your life. I'd expect nothing less of the Avil organization's top dog. Such mindless loyalty, you simply wouldn't be you without it. I mean, loyalty is kind of nice. Let's be honest. Oh, have you been making friends, Graw? I thought my memory was second to none, but I fail to recall seeing this character while I was still with the organization. Well, color me befuddled. You're an odd one, aren't you? Why on earth would you be here if you weren't with the organization? No, don't tell me. Let me guess for myself. Yes, I see. In the blink of an eye, his expression and manner went from mockingly ostentatious to competitively, his tone sharp and serious. You must be the one who took care of the astral fissure that was here, correct? Happy days! To think I'd meet someone like you, and I get to see my little Graw too. Wonderbar! Wonderbar! Well, hello there. You were involved in everything that happened in India, correct? Fascinating. You exude the same aura as an astral fissure. Oh, I see. How intriguing. Such interesting specimen. It's clear why my darling Graw here would be smitten with you. Well, it appears the stage is set for you and I to put on a wondrous performance. A fight over astral fissures. Such a dramatic setting. I can barely contain my excitements. Ooh, he's excited. I simply cannot wait to meet you again. Adia, you will not escape. Grrr. Outfested. Raw moved to pursue as well, but the strange man minion stood in his path. This is just a little gift from me to you, my darling Graw. Doesn't it just bring back memories of our little friend Curtis? You bastard! These inconsequential creatures are merely failed experiments, but they pose quite the threat in a group, don't they? Oh, how scary, but please, save your glares for someone who cares. You think I feel no pain? I feel for them, I do. But they were a necessary step on the path to humanity's salvation. Oh, such tragedy. I can hardly bear it. Bear it. Anywho, while I do enjoy our conversation, every moment I must endure these withers' company pains me to no end. On Azrael's command, the malfasted soldiers attacked. Grah! Gee! Just stop. Toy. Bum. We win. Huzzah. Dun.
Your soul surges in your body.
Ooh. Nice, we leveled up. I don't know why I keep looking way over here when I just need to look right there. The Aval organization. By the time we had dispatched of the malfested soldiers, as well was nowhere in sight. I believe we're done here. Grawl was a formidable warrior. Likely, he could have handled all those enemies alone. I do not know his ultimate goal, but he is absorbing the power of astral fissures in its pursuit. That is why I said he is your enemy. As well as also a traitor to our organization. One of my missions is to dispose of him. Dispose. After everything that had happened, Ross had seemed a little more open to questions. I asked him to tell me more about his group. The Aval organization purpose is to destroy those who lost their humanity, outsiders. Sorry about that. I am still unsure whether or not you are one of them. You have absorbed astral fissures, so normally I would not hesitate to dispose of you. But let us make a deal. Judging by your movements up to this point, you do not know where the astral fissures will appear, correct? We can provide you with that information. In return, you work with us to take care of fishers. Know that your answer here will help me decide whether or not you are an outsider who must be destroyed. What say you? I believe it to be an attractive offer. Raw was spot on when he told me an astral fisher would appear in K. Such information would be incredibly useful to me. At the moment, I had no way of knowing where to head next. After some consideration, I took Raw up on his offer. I didn't get to decide. I was just cutscened. But I wanted to decide. I feel betrayed. Your power will help us achieve our goal. However, if I detect any sign of treachery, I will cut you down where you stand. First, we must depart this desert. Once that has been accomplished, I will tell you where to find the next astral fisher. Okay. On Graal's orders, we made our way through the desert where, once again, the two qualifiers appeared. This time, however, Valtro had changed considerably. Ooh, level 22. I'm a little afraid here. Might have to go do some side things and come back. We'll see, though. The wind does not bode well. Pick up the pace. Hey, your breathing is ragged. Can you continue? I thought so. And it seems they did too. Enemies are approaching. Ready yourself. It has been a long time, Graal. So you still haven't washed your hands of that pathetic little group of yours? What a fool. You don't know beauty when you see it. If you still insist on opposing Lord Aswell, I will have to strip your flesh from your bones, here and now. Try it. The ones who cannot escape death are traitors like Aswell and you. Always barking, aren't you? Come, Valtro. Show them the results of the experiments. Shut your mouth. Don't give me orders. I'm to use the power Lord Aswell gave me to crush you. He's gonna crush us, y'all. What just happened? You cannot hurt me. Veltro was a large man, but the strength and stamina he showed now was unnatural. Now you know the power of an ascended warrior. This is the fruit of Lord Aswell's research. Lord Aswell told me about his experiments on you, Graal. He said you were great help to him. Lord Aswell spoke highly of you. You were the first subject infected with Malfestation to be able to retain their sense of self, after all. I see. Now, Valtro, unleash your full power, repay your debt to Lord Aswell. I would love if you used your power too, Grawl. I'm thrilled at the prospect of observing how our order experiments measure up against our latest masterpiece. This mission truly is a thing of beauty. Lord Aswell chose me. I have surpassed the human race. When I finally passed the test, he smiled. He gave me his love. I'll crush you with the power Lord Aswell gave me. Valtro charged us with unbelievable speed. Instinctively, I closed my eyes and braced for impact. Huh? There was a dull thud, and Valtro cried out in confusion and dismay. I opened my eyes to see Graw blocking Valtro with only his left arm. Surpass the human race? Is that what Aswell said? Graw's voice was dripping with murderous intent, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. Graw's left eye was glowing with a mischievous blood-red light. Very well. You wish to know what it is like to suppress the human race? Then know this, outsider. In a flash, Valtro fell to the ground, spurting blood. Deliver this message to Aswell for me. Perform whatever experiments, create whatever soldiers you like. It doesn't matter. All who stand in my way will die. No, this isn't beautiful at all. Daniel and his allies fled into the snarling winds and growing sandstorms. Only once they had completely disappeared did Grawl relax and the deadly aura he gave off abate. Time to take a little break. We're at the 2-hour mark. Time to stretch. And for me to drop the controller. Because, you know, I'm crazy like that. So here, let's go to this one. Grab a water, self-care, stretch. I'll be right back. Okay, looks like the bitrate came back. Sorry about that. Okay, the sandstorm was worse than we'd imagined, so we took cover in the ruins half buried in the sand. I couldn't get what had happened out of my mind and found myself staring at Grawl's left arm. If you have something to say, then say it. Sorry about that. Let's ask him about his left arm. This is the power of an outsider. I became infected on a mission when I was injured in a fierce battle against one of them. Aswell treated the wound. Likely, he is partially to blame for what became of me. But know this, I will use every tool at my disposal.
Damage and just subscribed.
Well, thank you very kindly. Welcome to the clan. I appreciate you. Sending all the love. Carry out my duties, be it this power or you. He was a friend. I killed him. There is nothing else to say. His experiments were always too risky, too dangerous, even back when he was one of us. Are you trying to break me, young lady? Thank you. Oh, the irony of a couple of those. Well, irony of... Thank you. Not sure which direction's the correct one, so I'll just do them both. Wow, the light makes that look weird. Thank you. Wow, it looks correct on my end, but it does not look correct on yours. Anywho, yeah, I'll figure out the hand heart thing eventually. After his betrayal, he formed the Qualifiers. They're a group of fanatics who worship the very ground he walks on. Aswell selects the human guinea pigs for his mad experiments from their numbers. Sounds like a good cult leader, if you ask me. You always experiment on your subjects. Anyway, I hope everybody that got subs enjoys their lovely emotes. That'll make certain things much nicer. Raw. Very well. Oh yeah, gotta go back over here now. Oh yeah. Let's see here, just in case there's anybody that hasn't been here. It's the 30th, guys. Don't forget to mark your calendars. Come torture me. Well, I'm torturing myself. Just come watch the pain. Let's see here. Am I back over here now? Wow. We waited for the sandstorm to pass in silence, though I grew more and more impatient with every wasted moment. Raw sat motionless, his face betraying no emotions. Well, thank you for the follow. Welcome, Slide. Hope you're doing well. This is nothing compared to the blizzards in my homeland. Even the fearsome Graw had a place he called home. The thought made him seem somehow less threatening and more human. I mean, we look like a monster. How can we think anybody's less human? So what happened to the outsider you picked up in Yangon? Well, we don't know that yet. Yeah, let's go this. I have no intention of answering. Just know that it was not out of charity. I could barely believe that you were serious about carrying a bound outsider to some mountain temple, but I suppose that what I perceived as foolishness allowed you to save his life. He was hanging his head down low. How sad. It seemed that the sandstorm had finally died down. Let's go. There's a city not far from here. We will speak about the astral fissure there. Hopefully everybody's having a beautiful Wednesday. Oh, we're going on to the next chapter. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah. Me hitting wrong buttons. After an arduous journey across the harsh desert, I found myself in the oasis city of Kashgar. I have arranged to meet my subordinates here. Forgive my tardiness, sir. And? What have they decided? Sir, the 12 have spoken. Although it is unclear whether or not the subject is an outsider, the majority have voted to allow him to accompany us on our mission. They're treating this as a special case. Understood. Sir, I have one more thing to report. You found Aswell? Or have you located another astral fissure? Neither. The 12 wish you to investigate a facility in the Kashgar suburbs and destroy it if possible. I have orders here. So Aswell was here. Dan, Natalie, head to the facility and carry out our mission. Sir! Understood. Diane and Natalie walked off. I asked Raw what our next move was. He turned to face me. The location of the astral fissure remains unknown, but be ready to leave whenever necessary. When your preparations are complete, meet me here. Yeah, did it again. As I walked around the market enjoying its hustle and bustle, I saw a woman trying to attract the attention of customers. She told me she was a blacksmith and she had a favor to ask me. Wandering through the city, I heard a cheerful voice shouting to the crowd. I noticed an energetic young woman standing in front of a shop. Gather round, behold. Bolts of the blacksmith. Most beautiful blade, forged by a legendary blacksmith. It boasts untold sharpness. Despite her best efforts, the passers-by did just that. Passed her by. Aw, poor lady. Poor thing. Sigh. Nothing today either, The girl caught sight of me. Hey, you! That's a fine weapon you got there. You look capable of handling yourself, too. I need you to do something for me. Here's payment up front. She tossed over a bag of coin, then drew the sword she had been trying to sell and pointed it at me. It's time for a demonstration. Don't worry. I'll go easy on ya. Ooh, we like fixed matches. Protagonist, after all. We've got to win. Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry if you get hurt.
Larney Stone. Hey now.
Nice weapon. Am I losing now? I'll beat you.
God damn it. Oopsie.
The soul of a warrior now
Let's
lays
retry.
to rest. Fight!
Sorry if you get hurt. Don't die. Here I go.
Okay. Well,
Here I go.
just go ahead and KO me so I can try this again.
Am I losing now?
No, not really. Yeah, I know. Let's try that again.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Rematch.
Fight!
Sorry if you get hurt.
God damn it.
Am I losing now?
Thanks. That'll get their attention. Well, everyone, now that you've witnessed the sword in action, why don't you buy it? I'll even throw in something extra to sweeten the pot. The demonstration seemed to have been a success and people crowded around her. Some seemed very interested in her other merchandise too. What an excellent choice. This is our latest axe design. When the swarm of customers eventually dispersed, the blacksmith walked over, smiling broadly. You really saved my skin. If you want to show off a weapon, you gotta use it, right? I complimented her on her passion and courage and her innovative sales techniques, and she grew flustered. Sorry about that. Nah, I'm not really doing this for the thrill of commerce. I need the money. I got something I need to get back. Anyway, who cares about that? The name's Balta, and I'm the boss here at the smithy. Well, I mean, I'm the only one who works here, so yeah. Oh, I felt that. I felt that. Anyway, take this as a token of my thanks. I don't just make weapons, you know, I upgrade them too. That material I just gave you is used to do just that. If you need me to upgrade a weapon, you know where to find me. I finished my preparations and went to meet Graw. He was waiting for me. Good you're here. The situation has changed. Diana and Natalie should have reached the facility by now, but I have yet to hear word from them. Something likely happened. We're going after them. I think we're just gonna nod. Let us make haste. Okay. I feel like by saying that, you just slowed everything down. Hey, we can go to the smithy now. That excites me. Oh, yeah. Hey. It'll break for a second, so I'm gonna do this. Hopefully we get a good clip. I like them.
Let's see. Hey, look. You, Niall. Oh, you're playing Control. No clips. Oh, you gotta make some clips.
Let's see here. Let's see. Clips. Let's see here. Let's see if we got some clips here. Oh, we do.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Grandpappy Oak.
Game. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, this one's a tough guy. He doesn't wanna die. There we go.
Nice. Oh, back on the grind. We came across what we were looking for not too far from town. While at first glance it seemed to be an empty ruin, Grawl informed me that Aswell had built a laboratory inside. However, it appeared we were not the only ones interested in it. The entrance must be hidden around here somewhere. Get searching. I nodded and set out and searched the area. Before long, I heard banging sound and a woman's voice. I just don't get it. It's got to be here somewhere. Like here. Oh, Or here. Oh, hiya. You there? What are you doing? Who are you? Can't you see I'm busy? It's not safe here. Leave now. Thanks for the advice, but I have business here. Ignoring Graw, she continues to inspect the ruin's wall. How many times must I tell you, fool? Who are you calling fool? The name's Soing Mai. Nah. I don't know who you are, but if you're looking for a fight, you've got one. If I lose, I'll leave you. I'll leave. Deal? Readied her weapon, Jaw shook his head and looked over at me. How irritating. I shall leave you. This one to you, Lord Boko. I only kill outsiders. Ooh, that was a hard tank. Sorry. Pausing that. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, tanking again. Really unstable. Okay, seems to have evened out. Let's get back into the game, shall we? Nice.
Battle 2. Fight.
Not cool. We don't like getting pushed out.
3. Fight.
God damn it.
Battle 4. Fight. Final battle. Fight.
Even without the ring out, I think she would have been a goner. Not sure what's going on with the bit rate. Hopefully it stops doing that. You lost, now leave. Come, Lord Bogo.
Your soul surges in your body.
Balto wasn't her usual chipper self. I wondered if there was something I could do to help as a thank you for her kindness. Bustling streets of K were dyed by the colors of the setting sun. I opened a familiar door, and the ringing of the blacksmith's hammer paused. Welcome. Oh, it's Lord Boko. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'm just finishing up. Let's have a drink. Go on, drink up now. Alta's cheer seemed forced. There was something bothering her, so I asked what it was. She smiled bitterly. Rats. That obvious. The Royal Army wants to take another look at the people who make their equipment, so they're holding an exhibition. That sort of position carries a lot of honor, so I'd normally leap at the chance, but the competition's stiff. Another smith called Yashin has been making a real name for himself lately. His work isn't great, but his prices can't be beat. I want to go in the opposite direction. This is a smithy with techniques that have been passed down for generations. The effort I put into the material makes it something special. But my sources of good iron have dried up. There's not much time until the exhibition, and I was wondering how I'd get my hands on some decent material. I asked if I could lend her a hand, and Balta smiled sheepishly. I knew you were the man I could count on. Didn't want to trouble you, but here we are. Thanks for the help. 2 days' travel from the city was a wide salt lake. Much of it had dried up, leaving a flat white expanse of land. This used to be the bottom of the sea, and high-quality iron sand accumulated over the centuries. This land belongs to the local lord, but he's given us permission to gather sand here today. Yeah, but you didn't get permission from us, so get out of here. You're Ashin's thugs. You never give up. I guess we'll have to convince you the hard way. Bum bum bum.
Fight! Ready?
Bum, bum. We win. Boom, boom. Damn you. We won't forget this. Watch your backs. I almost said bricks. The ruffians uttered one last threat before fleeing the beach. That lot works for Asin, a local mercenary captain. He's of noble birth, but fortune come and goes, right? Balto muttered as she grasped her pick. Something was on her mind, but this was not the time to pry. The smith dug quickly through the layer of salt, revealing black earth underneath. There we are. Yes, this is the quality I was looking for. I really owe you for this. Thanks. Alta gave me a delighted smile. Hook, line, and sinker, baby. Though we had found the ruins where Dion and Natalie were trapped, a swarm of Malfested would stand between us and our missing companions when we finally managed to get inside. Here, I sense an evil coming from the other side of this wall. And there are signs Diane and Natalie passed through here. I know it's Dion, but Diane's easier. We're going in. I walked down dimly lit passages, the walls damp and the stone floor wobbling with each step. The place had clearly seen better days. It appears the experiments were performed here. However, I see nothing of import. Is that you, sir? Suddenly, Dion's muffled voice rang from behind a wall. Dion, are you all right? Yes, sir. Natalie's with me. Be careful. There are plenty of Malfested roaming around. Intruder detected. Seize them. I turned in surprise to see a horde of Malfested. Master Aswell will want them. These people. Aswell did this to them. They're dangerous. Worry not about us. Flee while you can. Grah! Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman.
Fight!
Winning. Oh. We win. Our job here is done. Sir, how on earth were you able to defeat so many Malfested? They have been exterminated. That is all you need to know. Now tell me what happened. We found some suspicious documents, but the Malfested ambushed us. Amidst the fighting, we accidentally triggered some sort of trap. A wall dropped down and locked us here. The room must have served as a prison because there was no way to open the door from within. Is it just the two of you in there? There's nothing that might help. Yes, it is too dark to see anything clearly, but we found nothing when we searched the room earlier. Josh paused to think, then turned to face me. There must be a way to open it from the outside. When this place was used as a lab, that room likely served as a number of purposes. Whether it functioned as a holding cell or sealed experiment chamber, they needed to open it eventually. The switch must be nearby. We split up to search. A few moments later, Kral pointed to part of the floor. Looking closer, I noticed a stone slightly different in color from the others. After a quick press, the wall rose to reveal Dion and Natalie. Sir, please forgive us for our failure. We are most grateful for your help. However, I feel you should have left us behind. When you lost contact with us, you must have suspected we had fallen into a trap. It would have been more appropriate to prioritize pursuit of Aswell and call in a rescue party from headquarters to find us. Natalie, you go too far. Sir, your judgment is awesome clouding when it comes to Aswell, is it not? Our mission is to defeat Aswell. Everything else is secondary. Furthermore, you are a valuable resource. It would have been illogical to leave you behind. Suddenly, the building shook violently and the floor collapsed. What the? Oopsie doopsie. Okay. When I opened my eyes, I could see a hole in the ceiling. That must have been where we had fallen through. It was quite the drop. How do you feel? You appear not to have sustained any severe injuries, but you were unconscious for some time. Try to refrain from making any sudden movements. I asked if Diane and Natalie were okay. Roth nodded. As expected, we were unable to find a way out. The building was old and unstable to begin with, so it is likely all fighting above weakened it to the point of collapse. It seems the only way out is up. Well then, get climbing. Hey, you still breathing down there? Say something if you are. The voice came from above. It belonged to the girl we had met outside. Anna. We wasted no time in responding. I knew it. I'm going to throw it down a rope. You have my gratitude, thank you. I heard a loud noise and the whole building collapsed. Talk about shock. The smoke was crazy too. Well, at least you're all safe. I'll accept my praise. You want to throw at me? Why had you not left? Eck. What happened to our deal? Were you going to scurry in after we had left? Irk. Humph, no matter. The building is no more. I know not what you sought, but it is too late to enter now. Have you heard of Soul Edge? You might know it as the Sword of Salvation. I came here looking for it. I have to get my hands on it. I heard a rumor that it was around here, so we searched every corner of that place, but found no trace of this sword. To be blunt, look elsewhere. Of course, if you wish to stay here and dig holes, be my guest. Okay, got it, thanks. Sigh, another dead end. Oh well, I guess it's on to the next place. Catch you another time. Probably. To think people would name Soul Edge the Sword of Salvation. But I cannot deny that the rumors exist. I suppose the sword may offer salvation, depending on how it is used, of course. Sir, here are the files we found inside. This mentions Evil Seed. Yes, sir. It is a study on the circumstances surrounding the occurrence of Evil Seed. The research seems extensive. This matches our organization's intelligence, as well as trying to awaken the Evil Seed. The problem is, how close is he? Perhaps his interest in the astral fissures is linked to his plan. It is highly likely. We need to report back on what we have learned. Samarkand, a city bustling with travelers and merchants. Here, Diane Natalie left us to meet with the informant who claimed to have information on the astral fissure. Yeah, we'll head towards the lake. As I relaxed in the cool shade of a tree, I overheard a couple of men conversing nearby. You heard of the qualifiers? Can't say I have. What are they? My wife sighs. It's the name of some group. Supposedly their leader can heal any malady or injury, and the rest of them practically worship the guy. Sounds like a good bunch to me. With the world as it is, we need people out here doing good deeds. After their conversation drew to a close, the two men left, but no doubt return soon, so I made my way to our meeting point. So that was a failure of words. Not long after I met up with Graw, Dion and Natalie appeared. Natalie, we have discovered a new astral fissure located near Bukhara. Understood. We should prepare to. Lord Boko, are you okay? An unbearable pain lanced through my head. I dropped to my knees, trying desperately to endure it. After a few moments, the agony faded. It's been a while since you absorbed the power of an astral fissure. Can you stand? I nodded and slowly rose to my feet. Rest a while. Once preparations are complete, we head out. At Graw's insistence, we took time to rest and rejuvenate. Then we began our journey to the next astral fissure. On the way, new enemies presented themselves. As we made our way to the astral fissure, Eon leaned over and whispered to Graw. Sir, for some time now, I know we're being followed, and they do not seem friendly. Perhaps they have been affected by the fissure in Bukhara. This is a distinct possibility, though I loathe any delay. We should face them here and now. We readied our weapons. Moments later, malfested soldiers charged out of the darkness around us. Grrr. Let's fight. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Yeah. Had a bad feeling about that one.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Rematch, please. Stop this bullshit. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we are. Whoa! Win. Draw. Hey. That one's still alive. Watch out. They malfasted. I thought defeated, stood up and swung his sword at me. I tried to defend myself, but I stumbled as my head exploded in pain. Well, hello! Welcome, welcome, Raiders. How is everyone? How is your stream?
Just raisins are bad. Like, stop eating raisins. Spend time loving yourself instead.
Facts. Facts. Ah, Mario Galaxy. That sounds fun. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. I'm still tabbed out here. I'll go ahead and also, oh, onions. Yes, yes, yes. I don't disagree with that assessment. Now, craisins are okay. Sometimes. I don't know. I had some type of cookie where they were actually kind of good in. But it was a craisin, not a raisin. So, you know, bit of that sourness, deliciousness. See, onions are delicious because they get sweet and yummy when you saute them, or you know, they get grilled on a kebab when you're having, you know, shish kebabs, or you know, you're making a delicious lamb curry or something. Anywho, food's delicious. I love food. I love any conversations around food. I'm not a fan of raisins either. Yeah, yeah. Now, what about, you know, lovely sauteed, you know, mushrooms and, well, enjoy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what are your feelings about soup? Yes, food, eat, self-care. Those things matter. So, please enjoy your lurk. Cook delicious foods. Ah, good, good. So, as much as I love Kevin, I still love soup too. So, you know. Ross sped towards me, arriving just in time to deflect the Malfested strike. However, the wild maneuver put him off balance, leaving him wide open. The Malfested next swing arched toward him. Sir! Before the Malfested strike could land, the creature froze. A moment later, it crumpled quickly to the ground. Breathing hard, a woman stood behind where the creature had been. You did this? Who are you? I see no words hard. I see no need to tell you. The evil has been purified, and so I take my leave. And with that, she disappeared into the darkness. Sir, are you okay? Yes. Who was that? She was no ordinary warrior. Indeed. For the briefest of moments, I sensed a strange power emitting from her weapon. We must ask our agents to investigate her. Dun dun dun. Oh, look at that tiny little sliver. We should have leveled up. Silly game. A terrible threat. Okay, but as much as a terrible threat is a terrible threat, I'm going to switch over to this for a minute. I gotta stretch because we're at the 3-hour market over here. Oh, and we believe in stretching. Oh. Ah, Bees. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I just now saw the... I have chat right here, but my notifications are way over here. Ness wastes time. Also, thank you for the follow. Oh, oh. Everybody enjoying Wednesday. Lovely old hump day. Hopefully halfway through the week for most everybody. Oh, I get that. It's just, I really should shift. Matter of fact, while I'm taking this little tiny break from the game, I'm going to move that to, come on, let it go. Let it live right here. Really? I don't want it up there. I want it... OBS, stop being a dingus. I love you, OBS, but sometimes we're not friends. Hey there, you did the thing I wanted you to do. Cool, now my preview's way over there, out of view. Oh, let's see here. Let's see if it picks up another, while we're on this screen. Let's see if it picks up a different clip. Sometimes it's a good thing and does, and sometimes it's not. So let's see here. Let's...
Just raisins are bad.
Nope, same clip. I don't know why it doesn't
Stop
randomize it better.
Spend time loving yourself instead.
Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. What else has been through today? Touche. That is a great public service announcement. Let's see here. Alright, somebody else I know who streams that's also been through today. Let's see.
It's only when I'm watching him. So whenever my uncle decides to go on a vacation,
Doggy!
I have to babysit. So enjoy him while you can. Hi, Sultan. I see you were not here when we were talking about it. My goodness, he's bigger than I thought. You weigh more than I thought.
That was adorable. We need more adorableness in our life. Okay, let's see here. Anybody else in chat stream? So I'll happily shout you out just so we can watch another clip. Oh, hey, you know what? That's a silly question. Somebody that came through. It's school doing their thing. Gosh darn it. Stop with all that silliness. Thank you. Do what I tell you. Not. Okay. Go away now. Okay. Let me. Silliness. Well, that means we can put two things in queue. Oh, I guess they don't have a clip. Let's see here. Pretty sure. Gotta shout out the VIPs.
Oh. What did I just...
Well, that was short. That was super short. Anyway, enjoy your lurkies. Well, let's see if it comes up with a different one, because that was so short.
Oh, we won. Gordon Ramsay's lamb sauce said GG.
Hey, I was there for that. That was pretty good. Alright. Hey, and I talked about lamb curry. I mean, it's almost like it was kismet that that clip was going to play. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Gonna get any
I
others?
don't see any red on the map, therefore it's safe. Oh shit!
Oops. Okay. Oh, I wonder if Navi, wonder if she clipped me getting scared earlier. She played a sound alert, and I didn't see the notification, so it scared the feck out of me. Okay. On two. Turning my remote back on. And the curtain call, except we're going back to the game for a little bit. I was gonna switch, but you know what? We got another fight. Ooh, level 26. Let's explore the surrounding area. Yes, yes. Ah, cool. A worthy opponent awaited me at the end of my journey. With our pride as warriors at stake, we began our battle. Pride? Isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins? I mean, sins. Ah, gosh, I'm such a nerd. Well, owie. Not nice, mister. Hey, don't turn the wrong way, you dum-dum. Thank you. Well, perfect rarely happens. We'll take it. Oh. But we shouldn't boast about it, or bad things happen. Why'd you turn? Whoopsie. We won.
Your soul surges in your body.
Nice. We'll continue expedition. Gosh dang, that was an expensive little trip. In search of shit, we're gonna die. A worthy opponent awaited me at the end of my journey. With our pride as warriors at stake, we've begun our battle. Okay, well, this one's gonna go bad. Just an FYI.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Battle 2. Fight!
Yeah. Kind of saw that one coming.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
We'll abandon mission. Yep, I'm perfectly okay with abandoning that mission. Yeah, we'll end our expedition. Okay. Though the Malfested were no longer a threat, my headache had gotten significantly worse. Finally, the Astral Fissure was in sight, but the Berserker still stood in the way of closing it. There is no sign of Aswell or his cronies. I believe we should refrain from closing the Astral Fissure just yet, and instead use it to lure Aswell out. I would agree, however. The intense pain in my head was making it hard to stand. It took me a moment to realize Graw was looking at me. Our priority this time is to close the Astral Fissure. With our companion here in such a sorry state, our mission could be compromised. Step forward, Lord Boko. The Astral Fissure needs to be dealt with. Suddenly, with a great roar, a pair of berserkers emerged from within the Astral Fissure. 2 of them? Sword? Without a trace of fear, Raw stepped forward and drew his weapon. I stepped to his side and drew mine as well. Let's go! I shall take one while you take the other. Stay strong. Bom, bom, bom. Let's go!
Battle 1. Fight!
Ooh, the Astral Fissure's pretty. balls.
Battle 2. Fight.
Come on.
Final battle. Fight.
Damn it. Come on. Damn it. Ah, we're dead. I mean, that death was worth it just to see that. That was actually pretty dang cool.
Now lays here to rest.
But we're gonna rematch. It's close enough. I think we can get them.
Battle 1. Fight.
Or we can't.
Battle 2. Fight.
Okay, that wasn't... God damn. Oh, we're just gonna die this time.
Final battle. Fight.
God damn it. The hell?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Dun dun dun.
Battle 1. Fight.
We gotta win. God damn. What the hell? Don't let him do that, you dumb. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, dead. Worth seeing though.
Final battle.
Okay, could you not do that? Okay. Okay, not out.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Bom bom.
Battle 1. Fight!